Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I will be making snow skin mooncakes. So I've also got the instructions, so if I keep looking over here, that's the reason why. So first I have powdered sugar. I also have wheat starch, vegetable oil, rice flour, milk, and sweet rice flour. So in a large mixing bowl, we will be pouring in our powdered sugar. And then we've got our milk, which is right here. The milk is 35, powdered sugar is 60 grams worth. The milk is 215 grams. We've got our vegetable oil, which is 25 grams. And then I will be sifting with a sifter the rice flour, the sweet rice flour, and the wheat starch. And so the wheat starch and rice flour are both 35 grams. So this is the rice flour. Okay. This is the wheat starch. And now 50 grams worth of sweet rice flour. All right, and that is done. So it'll look like this before you start stirring it. Okay. Now we gotta stir it and make sure there's no lumps when we're done. When I mix, I use a fork to stir mine, so it's just easier for me. Now we'll be back when it's done. All right, now that the liquid dough is finished, we will be pouring it into a heat-proof glass or a bowl, and it'll be plastic wrapped, and then it will be placed inside of a pot with water. And as you can see, when I poured it in, there are no lumps. No lumps at all. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I have let this mixture sit for about 30 minutes, and I've already saran wrapped and everything else like I stated beforehand. I had to reread, and I noticed that I had to let it sit first before I can put it in the steamer. So it is now sat for 30 minutes, and you can see the vegetable oil up here compared to the milk mixture down here. And it will now go into the steamer for 25 minutes. And when it's done, it should look not opaque, but translucent. so that way it'll be done. So I will show you that in a second. All right, so as you can see, I have my steamer set up right here, and I have it set up inside here, so it is steaming and everything else. And I have my lid on it, and it'll be like this for about 25 minutes. So I will check back with this periodically, and I will check back with this periodically, and we will see it when it's done. All right, so now as we wait for the dough to cook, we will then add some more sweetened rice flour into a saucepan, and we will just cook it until it turns light brown. I think it's on medium heat as well, so. Daphne. Good dog. Hey, over here. Sit. Thank you. Good girl. And then I will get back to you when it's done. All right, so I don't know if you can tell, but once it hits a light brown color, this will then be used for dusting. So when the sweetened rice flour turns a light brown, not a darker brown, because you don't really want it like a darker brown. A light brown's just pretty much perfect for the dusting. As you could see, I am almost there. So I will finish this up, and I will put it back in my handy dandy little bowl for dusting. And you will see it again. And you will see it again when I am ready for the dusting. Alright, so I don't know if you can see. You probably can, but my lighting in the kitchen is really, really bad, so I don't know if it's good for you or not. But this is the light brown finished product, and I will be using this for dusting when it is time, so woo! Alright, it has now been 25 minutes plus another 5 minutes, and it looks like it is done. So I'm gonna take it off of the steamer, and I will start stirring it to cool it off. Alright, so as I'm stirring it, the hope is that it'll start to slowly cool off to the point where I can start kneading it. So that's what we're working with at the moment. I'm not so sure about the lumps because I've never made this before, so we'll see how this turns out at the very end. I'm hoping that these giant chunks don't mean anything awkward. I'm hoping these don't mean anything, or if they do, then oh, my bad. But yeah, I've always got more, I can remake it. Alright, so now that it's cooled off enough, I can now knead it to make it more smooth, to smoothen it out. And then I will be placing it into plastic wrap to be put in the fridge for about 1 to 2 hours. Although, granted, since it's nighttime, I might just end up finishing it tomorrow. So, yeah. And hopefully this turns out right. Oh no. My gloves. Oh. Alright. like slime. I don't know if this is enough. Oh. Oh no, the gloves. Oh my. It's like sticky rice or something. Or sticky dough. Oh no. Glove. Go back on. Slowly falling off. Oh, I got it on, yes. Okay. I think I now have it to where I can almost kind of knead it properly. It's almost kind of like sticky. Mom, I need assistance. I need assistance. Can you press the cancel button?
Cancel where?
It says low battery. I need you to press the close thing. Thank you. Alright. So, I'm going to assume that this is how it's supposed to be. And the next part of the ingredients, the next part of the to-do list, or the step process, is to put it in saran wrap, plastic wrap, and put it in the fridge to cool further for an hour to 2 hours. So I will do that. Okay. Oh, the gloves. These gloves do not like me. Ah. Okay. Okay. Malfunction. I don't know how I do this. The dough, it's sticking to my gloves. All right, so this is probably as good as I'm gonna get. Okay. This will now go in the fridge for 1 hour to 2 hours, and so we will be back when that's done. All right, so we have our dough, and we will be flattening it out into a rough circle shape. Oh no, I ripped it. Hold on, let me retry. Ignore the noise. My parents are. All right. Oh no. Now we have it spread out, and I will be placing one of the fillers inside, and then we will be lifting it up on top of the plastic, not off the plastic wrap. We'll be lifting up the plastic wrap, making sure there's no bubbles. And then if you see here the opening, we will be now closing the opening right here. And now we've got a perfect ball with the dough and the filler on the inside. So I will be continuing to do the rest of these 10 as far as I can get. And then when I am done doing all 10, I will be putting the sweetened rice flour that I cooked, that is lightly brown, as you can see, and I will be dusting it all here in all of the crevices. That way, when I press it and get the imprints, it won't stick, because this is kind of sticky, if you hadn't noticed. So give me 1 second, and I should have all 10 done, right? Ready? And, all right, so this is the last one. And I have a recommendation for whenever you do the final assembly parts. I recommend gloves that fit you, because mine, they do not. I need smalls, and this is a large. So, ooh. Look at this. That's entertaining. And I also recommend, after you roll it up, I recommend trying to flatten it on the saran wrap, because instead of sticking to your glove, it'll stick to the saran wrap. It'll stick to the saran wrap. That way you can use, that way you can put your filler in. All right, so now we are on the last step of the process. We are going to be putting our cooked rice, sweetened rice, inside of all the crooks and nannies of our mold. That way it doesn't really stick and stay, and we can actually get it to pop out. So I would just recommend just really getting in there, because there's a lot of crevices. It's kind of hard to do with gloves. I'm seeing this now. And what this is supposed to do is to not only make sure it doesn't stick to the mold, it's supposed to give it, I think, a design of sorts. Okay. All right. Now, I have made an awful mess that I should probably take care of. I just cleaned the kitchen. Now, so what I'm gonna do, now that I have finished putting the light brown the light brown cooked sweetened rice, I am going to mold my pieces. And they should fit in fairly well now that because of the fact that I sized them accordingly before I even attempted to put them in. So, and the reason that I decided to go with the small one, the filler being small, was so the fact that when I rolled the dough over the filler, they will both fit inside of the mold. So I do not have the Chinese. There is a specific mold for this that some people in China use. I unfortunately do not have that. I did not know where to find it or anything else, so I decided to go with flowers. Minor flowers. They're nice flowers. Alright, so all 10 of mine are in, and I will be putting them on both of these plates. Ta-da! Oh, that one messed up. Oh well. I think what I'm gonna do next time, when I dust it, I'm not gonna add too much. I think what I'm gonna do next time is, oh, this one turned out really good. I think what I wanna do is I think I'll try to evenly do it. Try to dust this, that way they don't come out kind of wonky. It'll probably be better when I have a different mold or anything else. So that is the go-to plan. Because unfortunately, some of these still have the seasoned. Some of these still have the sweetened rice flour. So. Alright, and so here you have it. We have now made snow skin mooncakes. And there is no baking involved, it's just nice yummy yummy dough. And I think let's see. It says to chill for a few hours, so we will do that. But I really want to try these before I chill them, so. They're good even without being chilled. So, yeah. I will come back tomorrow with the chilled versions, and I will show you what they look like. All right, cool. All right, so it is now the next day, and our moon cakes are now done. You can see them right here. They're kind of hard, and they still look good. I decided to put them in the freezer because I like my stuff when it's supposed to be cold, like really, really cold. I did check it before I went to bed, and they were already done, but decided to let them go for another couple hours, so stay in. That's good. Like really, really good. So yeah, enjoy, and hopefully yours turn out well too.